Alright, I'm back from the UK. Been gone for like 3 weeks, and I ended up getting COVID and having to stay there for like an extra 5 days. So that wasn't planned, but I haven't been able to get much work done on pretty much anything yet for a while. That's why I'm getting straight back to work. I got home yesterday, chilled out, took a nap, went to sleep, and yeah, recording videos, planning stuff, getting ready, because there's a lot of stuff I got planned that I'm about to get into in this video. Firstly, I'd like to address the whole thing with the game. Due to the announcement from Lemming that his dad isn't feeling well, it just doesn't feel right to compete at all with Gorilla Tag. He's probably going through a rough time. I don't want to add to that or do anything that would, I guess, harm the game. Part of the reason why I made that announcement in the first place was I was a little bit annoyed by the lack of communication, and he's kind of historically been a little bit hands-off, radio silent. But for this reason, I see why. I just kind of assumed that, you know, it was just him ignoring the community, which is probably a little bit of a dumb thing to do. That does not mean the game isn't gonna happen. Instead of the game being something that's gonna compete with Gorilla Tag, I want it to be more of a community project, just like how the games in the past have always been. Not a lot of people know this, unless you're an OG member of the server. The horror game itself was actually a community project. I originally made the game with Gorilla Tag assets, which is a terrible idea. I was just kind of messing around with Unity, and those assets were kind of there in the modding Discord, and I thought, fuck it, might as well. Just kind of tested some stuff out, didn't really try and make the game until I had most of the mechanics done, and then when I went to try and I'm glad I did this before I posted the game and made it public and everything. I made sure to ask Lemming and say like, and he said obviously no, but he was really nice about it and said like, oh, I'd love to see what you make. So after that, I didn't know what to do because I don't know Blender or any of those like asset creation tools, and that's when 9 people stepped up to help me make assets, and it became a community project. And those people, you can see them in the server. They have the role child labor, which was not my idea. That was actually Rogue Shadow. They came up with that role. And there's child labor V2 now. So those are people who are new to helping me out. It's kind of been a thing where I kind of go into it. We have a private Discord. I announce some. We start getting on and making games. But this time I want it to be more of a community thing, where instead of it just being us in our own private Discord and us coming up with the ideas and everything for the game and kind of deciding how it's going to go, I want it to be more in touch with the community, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the community specifically. I want to address things like the lack of quest support and the lack of multiplayer being public. So those are the 2 main problems I want to try and fix with this next game. And the next video on my main channel, TrialVR, will have that will be when the game launches, or at least for a test. By the time I post next time, it'll have, like, there will be a game out with public multiplayer and quest support. It's gonna take a little bit, which is why I want to announce something else. I'm gonna be posting a lot more on the second channel, at least once a week, to try and get back into the content creator groove, and also, you know, make sure people are, you know, it's not gonna be just nothing for a while and just like work behind the scenes. I might do update videos, probably some custom map content, and some I want to make sure it's all content that's original and unique, and it's still going to be kind of my style, where I don't do what everybody else is making and I just kind of make something weird and random. It'll be kind of like a like toned down version of the main channel, just because I want to get into making content and being a content creator. My upload schedule has been really inconsistent, really bad, and it's due to me being a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to content. All my early videos were experiments. They were to figure out how to become, or how to get the most amount of views possible. And then recently, you can see the videos I've been getting, the most recent 2. Those have been me trying to get into content creation, but there's still a big gap in between, typically about 1 month in between uploads, and it's been a month already, but it's probably going to be a little bit longer because I have to get back to work on the game, and the game itself is going to take a lot of work because it's probably going to be the biggest thing we've ever made. Content on second channel, the game is still going to be in production and all that. And something else, I joined a content creator. I posted a little announcement on this earlier today, but I joined a group called Omnificent Apes. I'm going to be recording with them. It's got people in it like Turbo, Apollo, Icy, Ishak, which is only GameStar. A lot more people like Mr. Jumble and all that. So we've got content planned on a channel that I'll have in the description. It's gonna be pretty fun. A lot of stuff planned. I can't wait to get back into posting again. And by the way, this video was probably edited by my boy infamousliam. Give yourself exactly 0.23 seconds of a round of applause. Wonderful. All right, yeah, that's the editor, everybody. He doesn't get paid for the second channel videos, so give him a round of applause. And yeah, all right, I'll see you later. Bye bye.